Big Rooster.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the program. Late Night Baltimore on a Saturday afternoon before week 12 of the NFL. We're going to call all the games. we're going to predict all the games here. Now, we're also accepting calls. If you want to be live, call 410-921-9076 and we'll get you on the air. That's 410-921-9076. We're trying out a new system here. All right, everybody? Okay. First of all, a few comments about MAGA. MAGA continues to be horrible. MAGA still blowing up ships off the coast of Venezuela for no reason, just because they can and nobody will stop them. MAGA is so bad they make poor Marjorie Taylor Greene look good, like a good person. Boy, they sure aren't nice. All she did for them. Okay. And MAGA is so deep in those Epstein files. They're a bunch of assholes. All the emails coming out. I mean, you can talk your way out of it, and you can try a million tricks, which they will do. But you can't change the truth, which they have tried to do for 10 years now, but they can't. So we keep fighting and fight MAGA because they are some evil MFers. All right, so now, let's see. What we're going to do now is accept calls and talking about we're going to switch to the NFL because tomorrow's week 12 already. The Bills got discombobulated by the Texans. And so the Bills, who looked like they were on their way to their big, easy Super Bowl, have had a little kind of a, a hiccup here in midseason. They're only 7-4. They're not all that great. Now, let's go to look at the games tomorrow. Who's playing and what are the spreads? Predictions. Let's go to, who do we want? Let's look at the playoff picture. In the AFC, where it stands now. Now you can start talking about this kind of stuff. All right, so quick AFC. If the season ended today, and that would be really sad if it did, AFC has the Broncos number 1 seed, Patriots 2nd, Colts 3rd, Steelers 4th, Chargers 5th, Bills 6th, Jaguars 7th, Texans 9th, 8th. So the Texans, Chiefs, and Ravens are 8, 9, and 10 on the bubble. The Dolphins are 11 at 4 and 7. The Ravens are 10 at 5 and 5. All right, so the Ravens are not yet in the playoffs going into week 12, but they should be able to beat the Jets even with Lamar questionable. All right, in the NFC, it's Eagles 1, Rams 2. Wow, the Bears are 3rd. The Bears are the 3rd seed. I didn't see that. The Buccaneers are 4th. I don't know the NFC, I guess. The Seahawks are 5th. Packers 6th and 49ers 7th. And the Lions are not even in the top 7. They're on the bubble at 6 and 4. Panthers 6 and 5. Cowboys are 10th at 4, 5 and 1 on the bubble. Huh? All right. Very strange. Boy, where'd the Bears come from? That's a surprise. and the fact that neither the Chiefs or the Ravens are actually in the playoffs if the playoffs were held today, which they wouldn't be because it's a Saturday. So, according to this, it's Eagles Broncos, top seeds in the conferences. Okay, now we're going to the games. Let us go to the games. What do we see? Okay, you can call 410 921 9076 with your own ideas about the predictions about games. All right. There's lots of noise in Baltimore today. People yelling. Okay, who do we want? ESPN? See what their odds are. All right. Okay. Let us go then. We'll use ESPN's ideas here. And let's see what they say. I'm in there. Okay. Please call, if you will. Nobody watches this show, so nobody will hear you. Oh, wait. Steven. Hold on now. All right, we're trying to get to this. Okay. Oh, wait. Hold on now. We're getting a call, actually. Hello, hello. Hello? Hello? Caller, call back. Something's wrong. Oh, here we go.
Your call cannot be completed.
Hey, caller, call back. Caller, would you call us back, please? Oh, we got some comments, really. Here comes a call. No, call.
Steven.
Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, you're on the air, caller. Glad you called. What's your question? We're about to do the games.
My question is, long-time caller, a long-time listener, first-time caller.
Oh, welcome to the show. Glad you called.
My question is, do you think the Broncos are going to the Super Bowl, and why?
I do not think the Broncos are going to the Super Bowl because their coach is one of these guys that finds a way to blow it all. He's a kind of a numbskull. Sean Payton. He blew about 4 Super Bowl chances when he was coach of the Saints, and he had the number 1 team. And he'll find a way to blow this. And I don't think the Broncos are any good, that much good. And I don't think, no, I would say no Broncos into the Super Bowl.
How far do you think they'll go?
I think they'll lose their first game in the playoffs.
And
they're just built, they're self-destructing. What is it?
And the other second question, what are the chances now of the Ravens making the Super Bowl?
The chances of the Ravens making the Super Bowl are 25%. But if Lamar comes to complete health, then I would say 50%. Lamar. Oh wait, you have any comments about MAGA? We hate MAGA. We hate MAGA.
Yeah, sure, but I think that my comments are more for our side. My side, the Democrat, that we can't let the little things that they do bother us. But I think it's good news because they're always trying to get our vote. But if you heard the good news about Marjorie Taylor Greene, stepping down in January, and I know, and that they'll give the Republicans only they'll give them a total of 218, so it'll be 218 to 216, and I'm not sure that they'll call a special election for her district, so that district will be vacant.
Oh, that's good.
So that helps.
That's right. Well
and,
said.
And in terms of MAGA, please explain. If when you see a MAGA person, tell them please explain the love fest between Trump and Gaddafi, because he's jihadist.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know how they would explain it. I explain it myself as saying that the old Don gets high on Fridays when it's getaway day. He's not thinking it. He's thinking less clearly than he usually does. Even less clearly than he usually does. He's thinking about it's like the Wednesday before Thanksgiving and going to school. You're not in your right mind. Even less in his right mind. Even more of a wrong mind than usual.
I agree.
So that's that, and so I'm not sure what that's about. The man ain't right in the head either way.
I do think with the unemployment bill kicking up, and I think people are very wary of Trump's leadership at this point. Affordability, according to the polls, is number one, and the right getting costs lowered. They think it should be the number one priority of government. Way 57% believe that. Way above the next one is immigration at 16%, and crime is 9%. So the topics that Trump has been using to distract his base may not to be working. At this point, it seems like Trump is trying to calm down a crying baby with all these little distractions. Like, he does. He has Madami in there. He says, we're getting rid of the penny, and we're working on affordability, and I've won 8 wars. Saudi Arabia's going to invest trillions in us. Kind of like you're putting a rattle in front of a baby's face to calm down. And, he's grasping straws, I think, now. But we'll see.
And the only other good, I don't know if it's what you can make of it if you will, but Ted Cruz and J.D. Vance already talking about the election, which means they must have the inside that the old Don is maybe not so much planning a third term, which is unconstitutional, but that never stopped him before. But maybe they have the inside info that he's not even going to F it. But well, of course he probably will, but we have to wait and see. But if Ted Cruz is trying to think about running for president, then he must know something, maybe. But you can't predict those people. They make no sense. The fact that Donald Trump has a 38% approval rating is beyond all reason, even in this weird country. If you say you answer yes to an approval, you approve of the job that President Trump's doing, then, well, you're seeing something I ain't. 38%, that's low, but it's high. They wouldn't care. It doesn't matter to him if it was 20%.
You're right. You're right. I always enjoy the mixture of sports political commentary that makes up Late Night Baltimore.
Late Night Baltimore.
It's really,
The show
it's really
nobody
crab
watches.
time.
The show no one watches
Yeah, Philly crab here, huh?
unless people see. All right. Well, we do thank you for your call. Caller, call back anytime. It doesn't look like we're getting any other calls.
You do. Fellow, well met.
Well, what's your prediction for the Ravens tomorrow against the Jets? Is it tomorrow? That's tomorrow,
I
right?
predict pain.
Yeah.
I predict there'll be victory of a Ravens victory above the great call. I think we're on a roll. I think magic things can happen with a. We'll have the Ravens magic because we never got Orioles magic. Or we had magic. So we'll have Ravens magic, and yeah, just everyone will play their heart out because one thing that the Ravens have is many weapons.
Yeah.
Many weapons in their arsenal.
That's right. So you just got to get everybody healthy.
Yep.
You can't win a ring if you're in the tub, as they say. All right. We're going to go to our predictions for all the games. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, that was a caller. Okay, anyone want to call? We're 410-921-9076. And now we're going to do the NFL games without further ado. I don't even know what ado is, but we're not going to have any more. No more ado. Okay. And now the games. So get your wallet out, get your phones to the app that you use to place your bets, and go and make some money. Okay, Sunday at 1 o'clock on CBS. But this is a good game out of nowhere. The Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Chicago Bears. The Bears are favored by 2.5. I'm going with the Steelers. The over-under is 45.5. Bears, the FPI, whatever that is, favors the Bears by 0.6 with a 53% probability to win the game outright. I'm going with Steelers to win that. What do you say, Fez? Steelers at Bears. Bears favored by 2.5. I pick Steelers. Fez agrees. Okay. There's another good game. Big game for playoff. I mean, the Chiefs. It's at Kansas City. The Chiefs are favored by 3.5 over the visiting Indianapolis Colts Sunday at 1 p.m. on CBS. All right. The FBI has a 62% probability for the Chiefs to win. I go with Chiefs, and if Chiefs don't win, they are in big trouble. Yeah, Chiefs aren't going to have a losing record. I'll go with the Chiefs as well over the Colts. That's a good game. Okay, here's an interesting game with an interesting line. New York Giants at Detroit. Versus Detroit. 1 o'clock on Fox. Detroit is favored by 10. That's a high. That's high. Yeah, I say Detroit to win and cover. Yes, because they're a better team. They're in the top 7 of the NFC. They're gonna bounce back. Yeah, big. Okay, here's another game with an interesting point spread, but not really a good I mean, it's not really a probability problem of who's going to win. The Vikings are at the Packers. The Packers are favored by 6. Sunday at 1 p.m. on Fox. 6 points. Vikings versus Packers at Green Bay. 6 point spread. I'm going with the Packers. Yeah, Packers to cover. All right. Next, there's another a lot of entertaining games tomorrow. The New England Patriots are 6 point favorites at Cincinnati. I'm going to go with the Bengals to cover the spread. Although the Patriots will most likely win. 6 points is. You're going with the Fezco Patriots. I'm going with Bengals to cover. I mean, to get within the 6 points, but Patriots will win. But the over and under in that is only 51.5. But the Bengals defense is so bad, I can't believe that the Patriots won't score at least 30. So I'd go in the over on that. All right, here we come to another weird game. But we're going to pick the Ravens, of course. But it's Jets at Baltimore. Oh, the Jets are at Baltimore. I thought the game was in the area. Okay, the Jets are at the Ravens. The Ravens are favored by 13.5. Well, we don't know. We don't know what Lamar's doing. I'll go with Ravens to cover, yes. Oh, Lamar fully practice? Okay. Well, then we go with then the Ravens to cover. He's fully back. Then definitely. And at home and at 1 o'clock. And they've actually played, even though they've been winning, they've not really played at full potential in the last several weeks. But tomorrow they're gonna explode with a big win against the Jets. Okay, still at 1 o'clock tomorrow is the Seahawks versus the Titans, and the Seahawks are 12.5 point favorites. The game is in Tennessee, and the game is at 1 o'clock. 12.5. I'm going to go with Tennessee only because to beat the point spread. Sunday at 1 o'clock, the Seahawks have to go all the way to Tennessee. I think the Seahawks will definitely win, but I don't know if they're going to cover 12.5. All right, now we get into the later games. Jacksonville is 3 point favorites over the Cardinals. I go with the Cardinals. This is that famous late, weird season time because it's right before Thanksgiving. So it's like these forgotten games in the desert. I'm going with the Cardinals. 4 o'clock on CBS. That's one of those late games. All right, the Browns versus the Raiders. The Raiders are favored by 4. I mean, what are even the either team's records? Yeah. Okay, I go with that. Okay, now we go with so anyone want to call, you can call live at 410-921-9076. And you'll be on the air. All right. Let's see. Okay, this is going to be an interesting game. The Eagles are at Dallas at 4:25 on Fox. The Eagles are favored by 3.5. Yeah, I'll take the Eagles there too. Dallas, I don't know. I don't know Dallas. Yeah, that sounds good. All right, Falcons versus Saints. Saints by 2.5. That game's on Fox. The Falcons, okay. Tampa Bay versus the Rams. The Rams are favored by 7. It's in Los Angeles at 8:00, 8:20. It's the yeah, Rams win, but it'd be closer maybe than 7. So take Tampa. Yeah, 7 points is probably too high. All right, Panthers versus 49ers. 49ers are favored by 7 on Monday night. I'm going on the Panthers with that because that 7 is too high. Yeah. So that's the prediction on that. Panthers have a winning record. The Dolphins don't play, I guess. The Dolphins are on their bye. So the Dolphins 4-7. They're only one game. They're in the 11th spot. Oh, so they could actually move into the. They could actually move into the into the top 7 maybe. That's weird, right? Yeah, they can beat the Steelers. The teams that they have to jump over are Houston, Kansas City, and the Ravens. Jacksonville and Buffalo are both down there at 6 and 7. And maybe the Chargers. Yeah. And also the Ravens, if they really have Lamar back full, then that's good. All right, now there's another thing: the NFL Power Ranking, which is it's just all right. So the NFL puts the Rams first, Colts second, Eagles third, Seahawks fourth, Broncos, Patriots, Bills. I don't see how you can put the Bills. It must have been before that game. Bills are 7-4, but this power ranking was done before Thursday's game. The Ravens, according to this rank, are 13th. And the Dolphins are wait. The Dolphins are up 2 spots to 22nd. But they're better than these teams. They're better than the Vikings, the Panthers, the Texans. So they're better than any of those teams. Yeah. All right, everybody. That appears to be the show for the day. Oh, thank you. We got one call, but that's all right. Well, that's better than what happens to the Ravens each Sunday because they don't get any calls. All right, everybody. We're going to wrap this live stream up. Like and subscribe if you would. If you would, take a moment and put a like. I don't know why like is the thing everybody wants nowadays, but that's what it is. And subscribe and watch. We need some watch hours. We don't get no watch hours for some reason. I think it has something to do with the fact that the media is locked into MAGA no matter what happens. Watch for Fez. The NFL season's heating up. It's already week 12, and Fez is coming out with his big football stuff this week, after tomorrow, because then we'll have a very clear picture. Fez is going to do post-game because the Ravens are hosting, and it's always wild in Baltimore when the Ravens are here. Maybe go downtown for a live feed tomorrow from outside the stadium. And then the post game back here in the studio. The Palatial Studios in an undisclosed location. All right, everybody. Continue. Also, it came out in this email dump that JD Vance was sending text messages to, I don't know how this got connected with that, but JD Vance was sending text messages to Jeff Bezos as to who to hire for he was telling him to hire somebody from Breitbart. See, JD Vance is under the strange delusion. I mean, he may get elected. Anything's possible. But he believes in his head that by the fact that MAGA controls media and tech and courts and legislation, he believes that somehow will translate to him having Trump abilities, but that, my friend, is not accurate. There's only one, thank God. There's only one of the done. No one's like him. And if JD Vance goes on believing that he is, then. And even though they have all those factors on their side, if we take the Don out of the picture, it looks a whole lot better. All right. Go Ravens. Don't fall asleep against the Jets. And F MAGA. And thank you, everybody. Like and subscribe. Tell all your friends. If you don't have friends, make friends. All right, everyone. Goodbye.